All right. Let me see. I don't see my camera. Oh, there I am. Perfect. All right, I'm just going to go in the group real quick. As always, thank you for stopping in. If you're watching this after the fact and not live, welcome. Please subscribe and like the video. If you like it, yeah. Don't just like it just because. I want you to actually like it. But just give me one moment while I log into Facebook and alert the group that I have gone live, because it's been a little while. It's been over a month since I've gone live. Also, if you're tuning in right now, I'm only going to be live for like maybe 30 minutes. I'm not going to be live for like 2 hours like I normally am. So don't be disappointed. And I will be back in the chat shortly. I'm not in the chat right now. Well, let me turn off my notifications. Okay. Dang it. Hey, Scott. I'm going to hop out, but my vacation was great. I will talk about that more in a second. I accidentally just posted this and I didn't post it in the group. So I'm actually going back in the group and posting it the real way. Marcus announcement. All right. Perfect. All right. I'm in. I'm in. Thank you. Thank you for dealing with that temporarily. Scott, again, my vacation was great. It was amazing. I got to leave for like a week, and now I'm back. Unfortunately, but also fortunately. Said it was cool to see the video on how much you've made on YouTube and stuff. Was surprised it was so much for a small channel. I definitely was surprised. Then again, you definitely are one of the realest dropshipping YouTube. Thanks, man. Yeah, I was surprised, especially because, you know, I don't know if it's because I post a little bit more frequently, but because I post more frequently, people watch my videos less. I'm not sure why it was so big. Right now, I'm not making that much. I'm getting not a lot less views, but there just hasn't been as many big updates lately for me to post big things on. There's definitely some FBMFOX updates that have come out that are super cool that I want to talk about, but if I just talk about FBMFOX all the time, that's going to get super annoying, and it might already be to some people. Yeah. I know I'm pretty much going to stop talking about Z-Drop, though, because they're, I won't get into details, but they're not the best right now. Anyway. Yeah. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, YouTube's great. I'm super excited to see where that goes. Of course, that's been a big goal. But, yeah. All right. I got out of the chat again. Any questions? We can talk about just about anything. Doesn't have to be drop shipping. Just had my account closed down after 3 reviews. Final decision. I have been doing great since last November. Kind of sucks. Yeah, Peter, that sucks. I don't understand. I thought all the Facebook banning was over, but every once in a while I still have somebody like you come in saying their account got kicked. So after 3 reviews, did they say anything like why? Or is it just like, you were bad in our eyes, but we're not going to tell you why? Like, it seems weird. 3 reviews, or you just... Maybe it's just one of those unlucky accounts, man. Sorry about that. Also, let's just take a moment, you guys. Let's just like this video. Just for me really quick. Thank you. Also, let me know if you can hear me. I don't know. How do you find good hashtags? Maria, do you just mean like tags for your listings, I'm assuming? I use general keywords, so like let's say I don't know, I'm posting what's one of the things I sell. Like let's say I don't sell these anymore, but those keychains I used to sell, right? All right, so for tags on something like that, I would put keychain. I would put the brand of it, like let's say it was a Ford or Chevy keychain. I put Chevy in there. I'd also put like Chevrolet, which is like the long name. I would put the color that it is. I would put key ring, lanyard. I'd put any kind of variation of those, and those were doing pretty well for me, assuming that they were doing anything, I guess. So, I mean, I just sit there and think about them, really. I don't really do anything special. Every product I find is already listed on Facebook Marketplace. It's tough out there. Yeah, it's tough, especially, I don't know how long you've been doing it, but, I mean, pretty much what you have now is you've got VAs and you've got people who obsessively list now. So like me, I'm so lazy. Like there's some days I don't even list. I mean, honestly, I listed like 4 things today. I don't list very often. And I always need to fix that. But I just got back from vacation, so I'm like, I'm being lazy. There are some people who just do like 50 to 100 a day. So they're literally just finding every bestseller they can find on Walmart, Amazon, and eBay and just listing the hell out of it. And then you got hundreds or thousands of people like that doing the same thing. So most of the time, by the time you find something, it's already listed. And it is annoying. But that's when you need to dive into other suppliers or other little genres these people aren't in. You have to deep dive a little harder. So yeah, I find that all the time. Like today I finally found something that wasn't already listed. It's like, ugh, it's annoying. That sucks, Peter. I turned on two-factor to try to avoid bans. Also connected PayPal today. Ended up getting $200 of payments right as I connected. Part of the thought was, oh, nice. Held up payments on PayPal's end. Interesting. I don't know if any of you guys use like FBMFOX, but right now, I don't know if you saw my last video, they updated it to where now you can copy paste the address to fulfill orders, which was the only thing I was using Z-Drop for anymore. And now that they have that, pretty much covers all my bases now. But that's just a new feature, and they've got a few other ones that I haven't looked into yet, but I'll be making videos on that sometime soon. You aren't necessarily competing with other sellers. If you are listing impulse buy items, you are just looking for it to come up on buyer screen, not specific searching. Correct. So not everything you, even tags, you're not necessarily just relying on people's search. You're just hoping you just get plopped into front of people's eyeballs based off of luck. Zik Analytics is OP. That is all. Thanks, Paul. Thank you. I have yet to try to use Zik. Feel free to ask questions, everybody. I don't know what this is. All right. Hi, Cameron. Are you going to make a video on your best-selling items for May? Probably not. Just because so far I've noticed that it doesn't really help anybody anymore. And if anything, it just kills my stuff too. So nobody ends up getting help. Now, what I might do is I might make a best-selling for May still. But maybe it'll be more for you to get inspiration from it. Because, again, it doesn't really help very many people anymore from what I've seen. But, I don't know. I just, To be fair too, a lot of the stuff I was selling in May was stuff from my previous video. It was just still, those were still my top sellers. So that's one reason why I haven't come out with a video for May, just because it was 75% of the video is going to be me being like, well, surprise, surprise, guys, last month's stuff is still this month's stuff. Which I guess I could have made that video for the views and the advertising revenue, I guess, but I didn't want to waste your guys' time. If you're not using Zik Analytics, you're missing out on a ton of sales. Thanks, Paul. Your FBMFOX video is a second result on Google. Nice. Nice. That's nice. That's super cool. So you're saying I don't have to find untapped products? No, not necessarily. Now, you don't want to list something that's listed 50 times, but it's okay if it's already listed. I sell stuff that's already listed all the time. How much the commission that Facebook get when you get a sale? They get 5% after taxes. So, Facebook, like let's say you sold something for 20 bucks. They're going to tack whatever tax is on there. So let's say it's the sales tax for that person's state is like, I don't know, 20 bucks. I don't know what sales tax is on that. But whatever it is, they're going to tack on, $1 something, maybe $2. And then they're going to calculate 5% of that total and take that as the Facebook fee. Which is a little sneaky. They do that after they add tax on there. But what are you going to do? Scott, I mean, it's nice to find them, but depends on what price range you're selling in. Cool. I did $400 a day with artificial plants. Nice. When it was working for me. Those were for sure an impulse buy. Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. You see me, I'm going to write that one down. Not really. This is a paper towel. I didn't write anything. But that's a great idea. Scott, I was surprised you made those videos. It was refreshing. I do agree. It kills those items. Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people really love those videos, so I still want to make them, but it just I don't get death threats, but I get literal, every time I make one of those videos, I get probably 5 emails from somebody who found it worth their time to send me a super long email begging me to not do that ever again. I get those every single time. Being like, Mr. Lawrence, please do not do this anymore. You are killing the whole thing, and I recommend you don't do this. All these things, please stop. That's all I get whenever I post those. So it's ugh. Damn, nice. My best so far is 200. Cool. Paul, question. If you're running multiple accounts, how are you handling the social security number for the tax reasons? So on my second account, I purposely waited until it asked me to set up the shipping. Once you set up shipping, I used all my wife's information, and then once tax stuff came around, it would match my wife's social security number. So I used my wife's social so that if it even matters, it might not matter at all. If they run it back and forth, they can see okay, all the shipping address and name matches the social that he put in. I don't even know if it really matters. I think they just end up some accounting program craps out a W-2, or not a W-2, but a 1099 or whatever they send you, and they just need a social so they can tie it to your IRS stuff. So I don't know if Facebook's doing all this background stuff, but yeah, I just use my wife's social. QWERTY, do you do lots of product research before listing an item, or do you just list random items every day and see what happens? Yep, that's what I do. I don't do a bunch of product research. Now I use FBMFOX for just about everything, and I will go to Amazon and I will just kind of sit there all stupid for a second, and I'm like, what do I want to list? I'm like, I know. And then I'll search some stuff, maybe refine it a little bit here and there so I'm not picking the first thing. I never list the first thing that catches my eye because thousands of other people are doing the same thing. I never list something that says bestseller because thousands of people are doing that. Sometimes I do. That's a lie, but it's very rare. I will list stuff that's prime and has good reviews, and something that's not the first thing that I search that comes up in the search, and usually I have pretty good luck with that. So, but I don't do a bunch of product research. I don't cross-reference it to Facebook to see if somebody already posted it, because then I'm just thinking too hard. I just list stuff and just see what happens. And those end up being some of my best sales. All right. Amelia, the Facebook employee, posted today in the shipping on Facebook group that they accept EINs. She didn't clarify if you can do an EIN solo or need a SSN also. So that's cool. That's a new development, or at least it's new to some of us. Last I checked, you couldn't do that, and I already have socials tied, so I don't know. But I have heard of people doing EINs, but then they sit there in limbo for a month, or maybe even longer. I never heard from the guy. He said he was like a month and a half in and like put an EIN, and they never told him that it was wrong. It accepted it, but then he couldn't ship anything. So like, I don't know. That was also in the middle of all the Facebook weird stuff from a month and a half ago or whatever. So who knows? Do you calculate taxes and the Facebook fee before you mark up? Yeah, I flat mark everything up a minimum of 50%. So doesn't matter. 50% is what I do. It takes care of any kind of taxes, and it takes care of the Facebook fee, no matter what. But that would take care of the tax implication issues. Yeah, that would. You're right, Scott. I see what you're saying. They are starting to roll out some business features for selling a marketplace. Yeah, I'm excited to actually handle those. Yeah, PayPal handles them. Yep. Cameron, you are my favorite Facebook Marketplace YouTuber. Keep going as this Facebook Marketplace thing gets bigger, and you're going to be one of the top Facebook Man, thank you. Thank you. I'm in kind of a lull right now since I was on vacation. I was away for so long. I was like, oh, my videos kind of suck. Nobody's watching them really. That's not true. They're just not getting as big of views as before. Also, my marketplace is really in a lull right now because I had to shut it down 3 days before I left for vacation. Then it was gone all of vacation. I probably didn't list the whole week before that. So right now it's like I'm barely selling anything. But it's also because I haven't listed anything since I got back. So I'm going to get that up and running again so that I can actually talk what I'm talking about. But yep. Thank you. So theoretically, let's say I'm running for 4 different accounts with the same social security number. What do you think will happen? I don't have a wife, unfortunately. Thanks, Paul. I mean, I would just assume they're going to shut all 4 down, but I have no evidence that that's the case. Here's the thing. I don't know why they wouldn't, or why it would matter. I figured you should be able to run as many accounts as you want with the same social, because why the hell not? All they got to do is send you, as long as you're making money, they're making money, and they just send you tax stuff. I don't know why it's that big of a deal, but I don't know. Nobody really ever comes out and is like, I run 4 accounts and I use the same social. And I wonder if that's for a reason. So that's my thoughts. Chance. Look into Zik Analytics for product or for eBay research. You know what? Fine. I will do it. Because right now, the only product research that I use that I find helpful is FBMFOX, of course. Discount links in the description for that, as always. Or coupon codes or whatever. But I do have a Zik affiliate link. I got rid of it because nobody was using it. Because I've never talked about it because I don't use it. But I've heard it's good. Gentle Striker. Cameron, miss you, man. Thanks, man. Did you like the video, Gentle Striker? Did anybody else like the video other than the 2 people who have liked it? Thank you so much. Scott, gonna get banned eventually, Paul. That's what I'm thinking. How much you listed? What's your advice to get some sales? Are more listings or good research? My vote is more listings. More listings and smart listings. So, just don't list the first crap you come across. Think about it a little bit. You can do product research. I mean, product research is going to get you good results. I mean, the thing is, I'm super lazy. So I use FBMFOX. I let it tell me how much stuff is sold. It tells me just a lot of good stuff, I guess. I can make sure it has sold a certain amount of time in a month, all that kind of crap. I love that. But that's not for everybody. Apparently Zik is good for some people. But, yeah. I don't try to be that guy, but what I do is look on my Facebook Marketplace feed and look at listings, and my account shows how many sales a listing has. If it meets its criteria, I list it. All right, so How are you finding that? How are you seeing that on Facebook Marketplace? How are you able to tell how much an item sold on Marketplace? Because I've heard some people's accounts just do that, but not everybody's. So I don't know. That's the biggest issue with this, is the scaling. Yeah. Oh, you guys. That's the biggest issue. Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for the help. Thanks, Paul. My account shows under the price how many sales that item has. Sometimes it will say, man, all right, my account doesn't do that. You got a leg up, man. I can see solds on mobile. Seems to cap at 200 sold. Nice. Well, guys, I know I haven't been on here very long, but I already gotta go. I said in the group this was gonna be a short live. I said maybe 30 minutes. I know it's less than 30 minutes, but I already gotta go. I got stuff happening that I gotta get to. But I will try to do more lives for sure, and longer lives like my old ones. And thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Like the video. You're helping me out. I love it. Thank you so much.